Hey guys, what's going on? Brian here with Classic Gbody Garage, and sitting here behind me is a 1981 Pontiac Grand Prix LJ. And in this video, I'm going to do a complete detailed walk around of the latest edition here at Classic Gbody Garage. Here it is, 81 Pontiac Grand Prix. Showing up here late at Classic Gbody Garage. Looking pretty good from what I can tell so far. Definitely get this thing unloaded. See what it looks like once it is off of the truck. Alright guys, well here it is. Sitting here under the lean-to here in my pole building here, and it is snowing pretty hard out. So I'm not going to do the video out in the driveway like I normally do because I don't want to get snow all over my camera. So what I'm going to do is I opened up the garage door there. I go ahead and pull it in the garage and see if I have enough light in there to do a video review on this car. So let me go ahead and set the camera down. We'll get this thing fired up. It has been sitting here for a couple of days since it was dropped off. So let's see how well it starts up in a cold start. It is about 26 degrees outside. Alright guys, well here you go. Latest edition of Classic Gbody Garage. This here is a 1981 Pontiac Grand Prix. Yes guys, I do buy Gbodies other than cutlasses. Of course I am guilty of buying nothing but cutlasses and a couple Malibus, considering I have a garage full of them. But I do love Grand Prix, Regals, whatever Gbody comes across my way for a good deal, I'm gonna scoop it up. So the story behind this Grand Prix is that the seller, who lives in Pennsylvania, contacted me through YouTube. He's a big fan of Classic Gbody Garage and mentioned he had a Grand Prix for sale and asked if I'd be interested in buying it. He'd recently purchased the car and actually lost his storage shortly thereafter and then needed it gone before the end of the year. So I asked him to send me a couple of pictures and some more information. Since I've never owned a Grand Prix, I figured it was worth taking a look. And it looked like a pretty decent car, so we went ahead and made the deal. I contacted my transporter, and as you saw, it showed up late at night. So we were pulling it off the trailer, and I actually had to pull it off the trailer because the driver of the transporter, was clueless. I thought he was going to drive it clear off the side of the trailer. So I went ahead and pulled it under my lean-to, where it's been sitting a couple of days and just haven't had a chance to look at it yet. So this is the very first time I'm looking at it myself, guys, along with you. Figured I'd grab the camera, and I thought I'd give you guys a little showcase of the new Grand Prix. So let me go ahead, actually, I got one hand free. Can open this hood up, show you guys what's under the hood. So what we have here is a 231 3.8 liters of huge horsepower under the hood, Buick V6. Great motors. I mean, you know, these cars, you know, people say that the Gbodies were slow. Yes, they were slow, other than the Grand National. You know, these cars were not built for speed. They were built for cruising. They were built for style. They were built for economy. So yes, they got low horsepower V8s. They got small V6s. But you know what? That's what makes these cars unique. You can pull those motors out if you so choose to do so and swap in whatever you want. That's the versatility and the cool part about the Gbody. But yeah, like I said, 231 V6. As you saw, it fires right up. It's about 26 degrees outside. It ran great. It runs great. The choke worked. It kicked down nicely. It didn't stall when I put it in gear. And the seller of this car was not lying to me when he said it ran good. So I'm very happy with that. The motor sounds quiet as well. So that's what we look like here under the hood. Let me close that. And as you saw, just a quick walk around the body. You know, it does have a few bumps and bruises on it. Broken grill, faded out trim. It's supposed to be black. Looks like the fender has a slight little dent in it. That is completely fixable. And you know, as you can see, the car has no rust whatsoever on it. There's no rot on this car. It's clean. Very happy with the condition of this car. It does have a little bit of a paint fade and patina. It's almost like the car spent some time down south, just based on the way everything's faded out on the car and worn. But the seller told me, as far as he knows, he has known the car for a long time. He said, I believe, that the car sat down the street from him when he was a little kid, and he finally got his hands on it, but unfortunately he had to sell. So yeah, I am going to do a little bit of work to it, go through it, make sure it's a good sound car, go through the brakes, maybe a tune-up. He did say it has a brand new carb. So yeah, that's how we're looking, guys, along the outside. So a huge reason why I got the car, and that is what's missing there on the roof, and that is a big metal panel. And as you can see, the car is a factory T-top car, which I absolutely love. Also, an original bucket seats with console. Two reasons why I got the car. If this car was a regular bench seat hardtop, I would have passed on the deal. But as with many of my other purchases, if the car is a T-top, if it's a bucket seat car, I definitely jump on the deal, because that is what I like, and that's what other people like, and what they look for in these G-bodies. So I always loved, let me tell you, the dashboard in the Grand Prix is definitely my favorite by far. It just looks like a cockpit of an airplane with all of these gauges, all these round vents. Just a very cool looking dashboard, especially in the 78 to 80s when the gauges have like a stainless steel overlay. But that's how we're looking here in the interior. You know, the dashboard does have a couple of cracks in it. Has a lot of sun damage. Like I said, I think it's seemed like it spent some time in the south, but the buyer or the seller told me it didn't. So there's just a quick, let me pull the seat back. Headliner's falling down, you know, typical of these old G bodies, but everything's there. It doesn't look like the molding is all busted up on the T-top trim. You know, it does have a little bit of a fade and here and there on the plastic, but that's common. I'm very happy with the car. It's just a cool looking car. I've never had a Grand Prix before. So I just thought I'd do a quick walk around. As far as plans go, you know, like I said, every car that I buy, you know, these cars are old. They need a lot of work, some TLC. So I'll go through the car, like I said, get it running and driving great. It runs and drives now. I have not taken it on the road. I don't plan on taking it on the road until this mess clears up and the salt is off the road. All right, guys, well, that's it on this video of the 1981 Pontiac Grand Prix LJ, which is the latest addition to Classic G-Body Garage. Make sure you guys leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think of this. If you guys want to see more videos like this, also videos on how to help you out on your G-Body and other automotive projects, make sure you're checking out the Classic G-Body Garage YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button below. Also, the Classic G-Body Garage Instagram and Facebook links are down below in the description. And until the next Classic G-Body Garage video, make sure you keep those G-bodies rolling.